My name is Brenda Onono. I'm a professional fine artist, fashion designer, art teacher. I'm also the Charter Communications Director at Optimist International Nairobi Central Club, where I also sit as a board member. I'm also a mentor at YALI, that's the Young African Leaders Initiative. I grew up in the different parts of the country because my dad was a social worker. So, and also my mom was a fashion designer, or is still a fashion designer. Yes, so I went to Asumbi Girls High School, and where I did my art. And I also went to St. Anne's Girls Mumias, which is very known for art and like visual and performing arts, yes. So that's basically where I got my skills from, and I also come from a very creative family. We are 4 siblings, and I'm the last born. And I think I got all the creativity that was left. So I get a lot of it from my mom, my mom is a natural entrepreneur, and she does so much with her hands. And also growing up, I used to have a doll called Really, who ended up being my niece. My niece is called Really. So I used to love this doll so much, and I could make it clothes from scraps from what my mom used to make, like matchy clothes for me and my doll. And somewhere along the way, I lost the fashion bit and leaned more onto fine art, which is drawing, painting. And I remember growing up, and my brother Robert always told me, oh, you can do better than this, you're such an artist. So this really motivated me, and I got to push myself more and more. And going to Asumbi Girls High School also was very instrumental in my career, because I finally went into the art class and majored in art. That's in Form 3 and Form 4. And from there, after high school, that's when I joined Kenyatta University, where I did my undergraduate Bachelor of Arts Fine Arts. And when I was in Kenyatta University, I majored in multimedia crafts. That's because I'm pretty much a multi-potentialite, because I can do so many things, and I can work with different mediums in art. So that's how through KU, that's during the career weeks and culture week organized by the university, I managed to, at first I went in as a model, because I really liked doing catwalk and participating in the fashion events. So when I went in as a model, I was looking at those designs and I'm like, I can do better than this. So that's when, now during the next cultural week, I decided, okay, why not go in as a designer? Then I didn't know how to stitch, so, or do pattern drafting, or everything that entails putting up a design together, or rather actualizing it into a wearable piece of art. So I designed my outfit, shared it with my friends, and they're like, oh, this is awesome. So I went down to Githurai to get I was a student. I couldn't afford getting like a seamstress or a tailor to tailor make the outfit for me. So I went down to Githurai and sat down with the fundi and went with him through my inspiration. I remember the outfit that I showcased was inspired by the Dinka of Southern Sudan. And the top part of it had different like patches. It was a kilt of Ankara, and I had sourced my inspiration from from like the diversity, the diversity of our country, the different cultures that we have. So that's why I put it together. And yes, I didn't get to win, but that's how I knew, oh, okay, I can do this. And 1 year after graduating from KU, I used the same design to present for the Equity na Vijana Challenge, where I was a finalist. And yes, from there I decided, you know what, I'm going to take this thing head on, and here I am today. My passion actually, when I started this brand, because I wanted women to look good in whatever sizes they come in. You know, naturally Kenyans are known to dress up. They show up and they dress up and show up, and like we are a very fashionable people. We are very fashionable people, and so when I started this brand, I started it because I wanted to empower women through giving them the skills that they need. So I said, okay, if I have the skill from school, there's a person down in the slum that would like to do this, but they didn't go through, they didn't get creative education to enable them know what I know. I'm doing this to be able to create employment for the youth and women empowerment, which I'm very passionate about. And that's the reason why I am a member of the Soroptimist International Nairobi Central Club. At Soroptimist International Nairobi Central, we enhance the lives of women through education, empowerment through employment and teaching them about entrepreneurship, and also menstrual hygiene. During my third year of study at Kenyatta University, we had a career week where the university used to provide a platform for students who are interested in entrepreneurship or whatever courses they were pursuing. And I was privileged to be one of them, and that's when I was given a tent to showcase my products, and I had to come up with products that I had to sell then. So after starting then, I made some money and thought, I can actually do this. I used to go to Githurai, buy second-hand, or as Kenyans love to call them, pre-loved clothes, then rebrand them by adding a little bit, a piece of Ankara here, or just embellishments, and maybe add some beads, just different things. So I could buy those tops, wash them. There's a time that I could pair them up and sell them in the hostels to fellow students. So then after leaving campus, that's after fourth year, that's before I graduated, my friend had a small, like a portable machine where I could borrow and make things. Then I decided, okay, I need to market my products. So if I'm marketing my products on social media, I need to have a name for my brand, because it cannot be a nameless brand. So I thought, okay, so what can I call this brand that I hold so close to my heart? Because for me, I was basically getting ideas, because I love fashion so much. I love designing, and it comes from my heart. So I was like, okay, this is from my heart, and I'm turning it into art. So I thought, okay, if it's coming from me and it's going out to the people, I can give it a name that has the same meaning. Then I thought, why not use Luo? So Marumara Creations, Marumara means yours is mine in Luo, and that's how I came up with the name Marumara Creations. Marumara Creations is a fashion house that specializes in the designing and production of garments and accessories by integrating African themes and aesthetics for a contemporary lifestyle. So we basically use the African themes and aesthetics with a modern twist to now arrive at our designs. Why African? They ask. You know, when it's African, it's already beautiful. That's not the only fabric we use. We also do office wear. We also provide corporate solutions for workplaces by providing staff uniforms, and we do brand, we also do merchandising products. I have a couple of mentors in the fashion industry. I have Lucy Rao of Rialto Fashion. Rialto started even before I was born, and Rialto is still here. I have Akinyi Odongo, who is also a very big name in the fashion industry, and other young people who inspire me, including Morina Ringo of Hando African Designs, Emma of Topage, Yvonne of Afro Street Collections, Breo Kutz, who is very good in doing menswear and also women's wear, basically office wear. Yes, so having a mentor is very important. They necessarily don't have to be someone who is older than you. They could be younger than you, but they really know the bolts and nuts of this industry. Because you always need someone to ask and seek guidance from. Yes, so that has really helped me, because I always have a shoulder to lean on whenever I need any information. Being a fine artist has really helped me in my fashion. It actually gives me an upper hand, as my designs are very crispy and I would say intricate because of my fine art touch. It helps me do my sketches. So I do very elaborate sketches even for my tailors. So they're easily able to know exactly what I want and what should go wherever it needs to be. Also, you know, when you study fine art, you study so much about colors, and this helps you even develop. When you're doing your sketches, fashion comes in seasons, so you always have to be on toes with what colors there are, and the color psychology that we learned in art has really helped me a lot. One of the major highlights of my business or my fashion career, it was during the World Rally Championship that happened sometimes last year, and my designs were shown to the world through the ushers, and that felt good, because there's so many designers that could have done it, but just seeing it there and knowing that the world is watching, and I could see it on TV, and I could see people complimenting and saying, wow, I love the girls' outfits. Yeah, that felt really nice. And also being nominated for the FOIA Awards, which is Founder of the Year Awards Africa. Yes, that was good, because I felt like, oh, now after I've been doing this for 9 years, and I said, okay, so finally someone has seen what I do. Yes. Also, I think my business surviving the pandemic, though it's not a good thing. It's not the pandemic is not a good thing, but my business having survived the pandemic was also a very major thing for me. I source my inspiration from everything and everywhere, from our day-to-day lives as Kenyans, the fashion seasons across the globe. Basically everything, from the cloud on the sky to that small gum on the floor. I love fashion. I love art. I eat art. I love everything to do with art. And I would also say I really love art. I love art. I love fashion. Like, it's something that comes from within me. It makes me happy. You know what they say? If you don't do what you love, you're wasting your time. I love what I do. I do it without getting tired. I do it without thinking it's too much work. Because I love fabric. I enjoy fabric shopping. I have days where we sit here and work on our pattern drafting. I have days that I spend the whole day just sourcing my inspiration from the different social media platforms, and God bless TikTok, because TikTok has done so much for the fashion industry. It's so easy to get everything when you want it, and the fact that you even get it in 3D, because unlike pictures where someone is just standing, content creators are coming up with different ways of, let's say someone wants to show you how to make a design, they will do it under 3 minutes. So it has really helped. So I wake up, I'm a very early riser. I wake up in the morning, of course pray. I love working out, so I go to the gym, come back home. Usually I have my to-do list ready for the next day, the previous night. So when I go to bed, I already know what I will do and where I'll be the next day. So I'll do my sketches in the morning depending on what my to-do list dictates. So I'll sketch, come here, meet clients. Sometimes I have to meet clients away from this place. So I'll come here, just check on how my employees are doing, then go out to the market, just scan through, look for the fabrics that are there. Through my brand, I've been able to mentor a couple of young artists. I also offer internships internship for students who are pursuing either fashion or art, or they just have an interest in the industry. The world is moving towards creative economy, and we are growing creative economy. Nowadays, it's not like the old days where everyone used to be a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer. Nowadays, we have performers doing very well. We have fashion designers who are doing very well. It's good that nowadays people appreciate arts, be it performing arts, be it music, fashion designing, professional fine artists. The creative economy is growing, and you cannot compare where the creative economy was 10 years back and now. People are embracing art, and at Marumara Creations, we don't only focus on the creative economy, but also the social economy, where we do this through creating employment for the youth, having talks with them, empowering them through just trainings and doing short courses. We also take in people from the slums who are not able to go to school to get the creative education, or to get the formal education to be able to do this. I have a project coming up dubbed My Goodie Bag, where we're making sanitary pouches from our scraps, which is also a way of conserving the environment. We'll be going out to other fashion designers and creatives, getting their scrap fabrics and making those sanitary pouches to help us fight menstrual stigma in schools, because we don't want any girl to stay at home because of their menstrual periods. If you need anything created, you can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Marumara Creations. You press beautiful, we do the rest. It's heart to art.